It's the Daily Grind, Christian 105.7. I'm Laura Boarts. I wouldn't really consider myself an anxious person by any means, but I felt some anxiety the other day. It came on all of a sudden. I was thinking about just feeling powerless and not able to affect change, and it left me feeling really discouraged. And I think that discouragement and fear really do lead to anxiety. You don't have to look very far to see that this world is broken and it's fallen, and it's a wonder why anyone in this world is happy. It's so discouraging to see marriages fall apart, or when you become cold and distant to your spouse. It's disheartening to be betrayed by someone that you trust, a friend or a family member. It's disappointing to lose your job when you worked really hard at staying committed to it. It's really depressing when you face a sickness that you're not sure if you'll ever have victory over. It's really hard when your children are rebellious, and it's discouraging to hear about corruption in politics and our government. It's tough to deal with the weaknesses that come with old age. It's really hard to be mocked and rejected for your faith. It's sad to see your church become more of a place of controversy than a place where people come for gospel healing. People die, dreams die, flowers die, marriages, churches, jobs, friendships go bad. Sometimes it can seem like everything around us is in the process of decay or in danger of being there. It can really get to you. It's a downward spiral. And I think what's most discouraging in all of that is feeling like you're powerless, feeling like there is no way that you could make a difference or that you could do anything to change the situation. You can feel like you're doing everything to restore your marriage, but it seems like it's just stuck. Or you can do everything in your power to change another person or the people around you. It seems like we're just a witness to everything going wrong, and we have no ability to alter it. So where in the world can we find encouragement? I think a huge piece of encouragement can be found in Luke 12, where Jesus is talking to his disciples about not being anxious. I want to read it to you, starting at verse 22. And he said to his disciples, "Therefore I tell you, do not be anxious about your life, what you will eat, nor about your body, what you will put on. For life is more than food, and the body more than clothing. Consider the ravens. They neither sow nor reap, and they have neither storehouse nor barn, yet God feeds them. Of how much more value are you than the birds? And which of you, by being anxious, can add a single hour to his span of life? If then you are not able to do as small a thing as that, why are you anxious about the rest? Consider the lilies, how they grow. They neither toil nor spin, yet I tell you, even Solomon in all of his glory was not arrayed like one of these. But if God so clothes the grass, which is alive in the field today, and tomorrow is thrown into the oven, how much more will he clothe you, O you of little faith? And do not seek what you are to eat and what you are to drink, nor be worried, for all the nations of the world seek after these things, and your Father knows that you need them. Instead, seek his kingdom, and these things will be added to you. Fear not, little flock, for it is your Father's good pleasure to give you the kingdom. Sell your possessions and give to the needy. Provide yourselves with money bags that do not grow old, with a treasure in the heavens that does not fail, where no thief approaches and no moth destroys. For where your treasure is, there your heart will be also." That's encouraging, because if we hear those little words, especially the last few, "It is your Father's good pleasure to give you the kingdom," with those words, everything changes, because it tells us that it's not us against the world. We are a citizen of this world, yeah, but we must remind ourselves that we are citizens of another kingdom, and our King rules over everything that would discourage and disappoint us, and he rules for our good and for his glory. And so what's out of our control is under his rule. What we don't understand is under his careful administration. But there's more than that. God's kingdom will never end. Even though everything around us seems like it's in decay, God's kingdom will never end. Long after this world fails and has been destroyed, we will reign with our King in his kingdom forever and ever. And that is the greatest encouragement to fight anxiety. It's the Daily Grind, Christian 105.7.